Hi everyone, welcome to Ray TV Sports Updates. On this page, that is Ray TV Sports, we have a series of a program, especially we focus on football and we give you updates when it comes to football matches across the Europe and Africa. Today, I also bring a fantastic update, match update to you with little analysis. On Tuesday, Wednesday, we normally have UEFA Champions League, but there's a new dimension that almost about 18 matches played on Wednesday in the UEFA Champions League 2025-2026 season. And we see a lot of surprise, we see a lot of results, we see a lot of goals in the UEFA Champions League, about 18 matches. I think it's only Juventus matches, Juventus versus Monaco matches that did not see produced any goal. So while other games, there's a lot of goals, which make UEFA Champions League so interesting. As usual, UEFA Champions League always no dull moment. It's a night of champion, it's a game of champions. So we see a lot of things that's happening. So now, in the UEFA Champions League this week, there's a lot of goals in the UEFA Champions League over the on Wednesday. So let me just give you the match match result for the UEFA Champions League. For some of you that is not there's no time, you don't have time to watch that match. That is why RTV is here to give you updates. So I will be giving you match results for UEFA Champions League and also talking about I'll also talk about weekend games in the Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, and some other league as well. So all you need to do for me is that click subscribe button if you watch on YouTube. If you watch on Facebook, Instagram, and other social media, kindly like and share this video. So if it goes viral, it makes sure that it make it more elaborate and get to more people. So that's the purpose of you like and share. So this is it for the UEFA Champions League on Wednesday. So there's a match that will play about 18 games played on Wednesday. So starting from and those games play same time, 9 p.m. That is Nigeria time. So 18 games play same time. We have Ajax versus Olympiacos. Olympiacos beat Ajax, which also is a surprise to me because at least Ajax play at home. So and for them to lose against lost a game against Olympiacos, so it's a very surprise to me because at least if worst thing that can happen is that for them to have a draw. So but they lose this match against Olympiacos. So moving to the Arsenal versus Carrot. So Arsenal, no doubt about it, they play about 8 games so far in the UEFA Champions League 2025-2026 season, and they are yet to lose any game. So it's a fantastic one for Arsenal. They beat Carrot 3-2. Another 3-2 is the Atletico Bilbao versus Sporting. It's an interesting game. Imagine this kind of game produced about 5 goals. So Sporting beat Atletico Bilbao, who host them at home, and then Atletico Madrid versus Bordeaux. So this game is a very surprise, and I don't know that Bordeaux Glimt. I don't know this team is also good as they are fairly they are informed to this level. Last time they play in the UEFA Champions League, they play against Manchester City and they beat Manchester City. And now on Wednesday, yesterday, they also got a result against Atletico Madrid. And funny thing is that this team play away game, and get results. So it's a fantastic one for Bordeaux Glimt. So it's a very fantastic one for them because it's a big win for Bordeaux Glimt to beat Atletico Madrid. Anyway, I said that particular game for some of people who love to play VIP. So I pick Bordeaux Glimt to win. I will show you the winning ticket, so for you to know that there's some VIP game that when you see it, actually I play Bordeaux Glimt to win against Atletico Madrid based on the result they got against Manchester City, because I look and I check about it that if this team can beat Manchester City, then there's an opportunity for them to also do the same thing to Atletico Madrid, and it happened. So that is what happened yesterday. Barcelona versus Copenhagen. Anyway, in the first half, Barcelona they lost first half to Copenhagen. So when they resume, they start the second half. That is where Barcelona now later beat them about 4-1. So Benfica versus Real Madrid. I know Jose Mourinho now is a senior man, the special man. So always doing something special. He beat Jose Mourinho team Benfica. They get result against Real Madrid, which is a big one for them as well, because when you compare team to team, you see that Real Madrid they have a complete team compared to Benfica. But the difference there is that Benfica they have an experienced manager compared to Real Madrid, so maybe that is advantage Jose Mourinho. I know Jose Mourinho always love to win game, and another thing is that he have a lot of tactics, so he know how to win a game. Even though some people will tell you that he's not the one that will play the game, but Jose Mourinho know how to organize player in order to give him a result that he want. And it happened on Wednesday when they play against Real Madrid, and they beat Real Madrid 4-2. Now, Club Brugge versus Marseille. Club Brugge beat Marseille, so which also surprised me because I don't expect this kind of things to Brugge to beat Marseille. So it's a very surprise one. They beat Marseille 3-0. And another big game is Dortmund versus Inter Milan. Actually, anyway, I expect a balanced game, and I expect both teams to score in this kind of game. But to my surprise, that Borussia Dortmund did not get a single goal, and they played home game, so it is a surprise one. Inter get it. So anyway, Inter they are in form, but getting beat the Borussia Dortmund without them score a goal, so it was surprised me, and it's part of the game, so there's nothing anyone can do. Now, Eintracht Frankfurt versus Tottenham. Tottenham beat Eintracht Frankfurt 2-0. Liverpool versus Karabakh. Liverpool beat Karabakh 6-0. So it's a raining day for Liverpool. So I hope they didn't score all their goals on Wednesday, so that it will get to weekend. They continue the struggling. So I hope so. They beat Karabakh 6-0. Wow. Manchester City beat Galatasaray. Galatasaray is another game. Galatasaray versus Manchester City is another game that I expect Galatasaray to get at least a single goal. I know Manchester City is not a small team, and they lost last UEFA Champions League game they play against Bodo Glimt. So, and for them to lose this match, I know it is very difficult. But I'm expecting, especially Osimhen, to get a goal. But it is what it is. They lost to. Galatasaray lost to Manchester City 2-0. Monaco versus Juventus. This is boring game yesterday on Wednesday in the UEFA Champions League 0-0, and that is only game that played goalless without a goal. Napoli versus Chelsea is another big game that a lot of focus are set on that particular game. So, and Chelsea did not disappoint all their fans because they get a result against Napoli 2-3, and they play away game, so it's a good one for Chelsea. Pavos versus Slava Praga. So this Pavos is a team that is also, I don't know how to describe them. Anyway, they have some player that always play, especially David Luiz, former Chelsea player. So it's also in that team, and some other players. So Pavos, they keep on impressing people. I see even before Chelsea get a goal against them, they find it difficult before they can get a single goal. So Pavos, they beat Slava Praga. So they beat them 4-1. Wow. And the PSG versus Newcastle. Newcastle is another team that I love so much, and the way they play in Europe, the way they play in the UEFA Champions League, it shows that the team is very strong. Or maybe because they are the team is from England, because they compete with a top team. PSG is the current champion of UEFA Champions League, and PSG is the champion in League One. So PSG is a team that you see what happened now. They beat Barcelona. They do a lot of things. They compete with a big team. So for Newcastle to beat to always find making it difficult for PSG. So it's something that surprised me. Last time they beat PSG 4-1, but this time now they play away game and they play draw on Wednesday. Wow, it's a fantastic, it's a good result for Newcastle anyway. PSV versus Bayern Munich. As usual, we expect 2+5 goals in this game. At the same time, Bayern to win, and it happened. Bayern Munich beat PSV 2-1, and the last one is Royal Junior versus Atlanta. So it's also a boring game, and Atlanta lost that game. So it's a very sad one for Ademola Lookman. So I don't think I don't know, maybe he played that game, but they didn't score a single goal. So let me just give you full details about it. UEFA Champions League matches that play on Wednesday, about 18 matches play on Wednesday. And don't forget that if you want to partner with Ray TV, there's a space. Call the number you see on the screen. Let's talk so that we can be able to discuss about your business, how to promote it. At the same time, I want to introduce you to a store. We call it Fumi Store. Anything food item you want to buy. You're talking about milk, talking about Indomie, talking about anything concerning food and spices. It's available in a Fumi Store. So Fumi Store are available across all the Lagos State. So anywhere you go in Lagos State, they are available in Mushin, Oyigbo, Sango, any location you can talk about. Fumi Store available there. So if you want to know more, call the number on the screen so that I can direct you and give you quick more updates about them. But the store that deal with food, and I tell you, you will get the best price, just like you get the price from the factory. So that is the price they give you to customers. So, and they have a customer relationship that it will shoot you, that will make you to come back next time. So I introduce you, and I want you guys to test it so that, and they can also deliver the goods to you anywhere you find yourself. Even though outside the Lagos State, the goods can be delivered to you. So I don't see any reason why you'll be stressing yourself to any factory because of this price discount. So they will give to you. I told you that the price almost the same thing like from the factory. So all you need to do is to contact them, get in touch with them. So I'll drop the number. The number you see on the screen, you can call so that we're able to give you more details about this. So that is it. UEFA Champions League that's happening on Wednesday. In case you're just watching this video, Ajax versus Olympiacos. Olympiacos beat is 2-1. Arsenal versus Crayat 3-2 in favor of Arsenal. Atletico Bilbao versus Sporting. Sporting beat Atletico Bilbao 2-3. Atletico Madrid versus Bodo Glimt. Atletico Madrid lost to Bodo Glimt 2-1. Barcelona versus Copenhagen. Barcelona beat Copenhagen 4-1. Bayer Leverkusen versus Villarreal. Bayer Leverkusen beat Villarreal 3-0. And Benfica beat Real Madrid 4-2. Club Brugge versus Marseille. They beat Marseille 3-0. Borussia Dortmund lost to Inter Milan, who played them in a away game 2-1. Eintracht Frankfurt, they lost to Tottenham 2-2. 2-0. Liverpool versus Karabakh. Liverpool beat Karabakh 6-0. Manchester City beat Galatasaray 2-0. Monaco versus Juventus 0-0. Napoli versus Chelsea. Chelsea get results 3-2. Pafos versus Slava Praga 4-1 in favor of the home team. Pafos. PSG versus Newcastle is 1-1. PSV versus Bayern Munich is 2-1 in favor of Bayern Munich. And Royal versus Royal Junior versus Atlanta. They beat Atlanta 1-0. So that is it. Moving to the weekend game, there's a game on weekend. And talking about the Premier League and some other games. So in the Premier League, I know the struggle continue. Talking about your Arsenal, and then some team like Manchester United that's coming up gradually. So, and a lot of people ask the question is it possible that Arsenal will lose the Premier League this season? I don't see that. but there's still a lot of chance, and there's still a lot of chance for them to improve, because if they didn't improve, teams like Manchester United, Chelsea, Manchester City, they are in fact very close to Arsenal. So, and any slight mistake from Arsenal, that may cause them to lose Premier League, and it will be a funny one for Arsenal to lost the Premier League this season. So it won't be funny, because ever since the beginning of the season, they keep on trying and improve. So I don't see any reason for them to fine. The gap will be closed, no doubt about it. Those teams that I just mentioned, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, Manchester City, they will close the gap to Arsenal, no doubt about it. But I'm still giving Arsenal a chance to get this Premier League, because at least they have what it takes. So on the Premier League match on Saturday, we have Brighton versus Everton, Leeds versus Arsenal, Wolves versus Bournemouth, Chelsea versus West Ham, Liverpool versus Newcastle, and in the Bundesliga on Saturday, we have Augsburg versus SC Pauli, Frankfurt versus Bayern Munich, Bayern Leverkusen, Hoffenheim versus Bayern Union Berlin, RB Leipzig versus Mainz, Werder Bremen versus Borussia Mönchengladbach, and Hamburg versus Bayern Munich. Italian Serie A on Saturday, Pisa versus Sassuolo, Napoli, Fiorentina, Cagliari, Verona. Moving to La Liga on Saturday, Real Oviedo versus Girona, Osasuna versus Villarreal, Levante versus Atletico Madrid, and Elche versus Barcelona. And then on Sunday, we have some game on Sunday. In the Premier League on Sunday, we have Brighton versus Everton. Okay, the game that I just mentioned to you, that is on Saturday game. On Saturday game. So let's move to on Sunday. Now on Sunday we have Aston Villa versus Brentford, Manchester United versus Fulham, Nottingham Forest versus Crystal Palace, Tottenham versus Manchester City. Fine. Before we can say Tottenham versus Manchester City should be a big game, but no doubt about it, Tottenham is not that in form, and I can't compare them with Manchester. Anyway, so Manchester City also struggle, but this kind of game, I'm seeing Manchester City to get the result. Now moving to the Bundesliga, Stuttgart versus Freiburg, Dortmund versus IDM, and then Italian Serie A on Sunday, Torino versus Leeds, Como versus Atlanta, Cremonese versus Inter, and Parma Juventus. Then La Liga on Sunday, Real Madrid versus Rayo Vallecano, Betis versus Valencia, Getafe versus Celta Vigo, and Atletico Bilbao versus Real Sociedad. I think Barcelona should play game on Monday. Let me check on Monday. Okay, I think I mentioned Barcelona. So on Monday we have some games: Sunderland versus Burnley, Udinese versus AS Roma, Mallorca versus Sevilla. That is on Sunday, on Monday game. So now let's back to the Premier League match analysis. Premier League on Saturday. Or let me show you the Premier League table. Premier League table. Let me give you the team that sit in the top 10. So the top 10, the first position is occupied by Arsenal with 50 points. Manchester City second position, 46, same point with Aston Villa in the third position, 46 points. Manchester United 38 points. Chelsea 37 points. That is fourth and fifth position. Sixth position Liverpool 36 points. Fulham 34 points. That is seventh position. Eighth position Brentford 33, same point with from the Brentford. Newcastle, that is 8th position. Number 8, number 9, number 10, and 11, they have same point. Fulham from Brentford 33, Newcastle 33, Everton 33, Sunderland 33. So these are the team in the top 10, in fact top 11 in the Premier League table. So, and I see that Arsenal score about 42 goals. And Manchester City, the advantage that Manchester City always take is that they score more goals. And presently, among all the teams in the league now, they have a lot of goals. So talking about Manchester City, they have about 47 goals so far. in the Premier League this season. So, and that's one of our advantage that they always use against Arsenal. So, and then the Arsenal 50 points, while Manchester City with 46 points. You see, the gap is not that much, and that is why I said Arsenal, they have a lot of work to do in order to improve their game. At least they can give a match number, a gap, in order to have that confidence, because any slight mistake or they lose about 2 games together to follow each other, lost 2 games like that, so they may lose that Premier League opportunity. And as you speak now, the team that I think is a little bit coming up is Manchester United, because for a few games now they won, and the Manchester City is on and off and on. So anyway, they're close to Arsenal. So, but Arsenal, they need to improve their game in order to meet up. If not, they may lose chance of a Premier League. So I hope and I think Arsenal, the player, the coach, the management, they won't feel relaxed to the extent that the Premier League that almost become becoming their own. So they've just lost it like that. And I say something that this season will be the most worst if Arsenal didn't win anything, especially the Premier League. So let's wait and see what will happen by the end of season. But over the weekend, I'm seeing Arsenal get result against the Leeds, but that match is likely to produce a lot of goal. So let me just show you the previous match between Arsenal versus Leeds. Arsenal versus Leeds, that is on Saturday game. So let me just show you some the previous game both teams played. Sorry. So Arsenal versus Leeds, the last 5 games both teams played. So Arsenal win about 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, Arsenal get result against Leeds in the last 5 games. So they beat Leeds both home and away in their last 5 games. So, and this is advantage for Arsenal. So, which means that they have a confidence over that game. So, let's see what will happen on Saturday. So, I think this is a little update I can share with you guys. So, join me next time as we discuss more about football in the Europe, Africa, and some other league as well. So most especially the focus be on Premier League. So we give you updates. So if you want to know more about this, or you just want to follow us, click the follow button and share this video, like and comment, so that this video can go viral. At the same time, there's a room for partner. Call the number you see on the screen, and I also introduce a business to you. There's a family store that you can partner with. They deal with food items, so they're available across the Lagos state. Call the number share on the screen so that I can get more detail about it. Go to YouTube channel at TV Sports, on TikTok, Tweet, and then all the social media. Look at top, see the link there. I mean the social media and there. So kindly follow us so that you can get more updates about our page and all this content that we drop on this page. So thank you. See you guys next time.